Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue reading the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read. As ravening fire rips through big stands of timber high on the mountain range and the blaze flares miles away, so from the marching troops the blaze of bronze armor, splendid and superhuman, flared across the earth, flashing into the air to hit the skies. Armies gathering now as the huge flocks of winging birds, geese or cranes or swans with their long lancing necks, circling Asian marshes around the Cayster outflow, wheeling in all directions, glorying in their wings, keep on landing, advancing, wave on shrieking wave, and tidal floods resound. So tribe on tribe, pouring out of the ships and shelters, marched across the Scamander plain, and the earth shook, tremendous thunder from under trembling men and horses, drawing into position down the Scamander meadow flats, breaking into flower, men banded thousands, numberless as the leaves and spears that flow forth in spring. The armies massing, crowding thick and fast as the swarms of flies seething over the shepherd's stalls in the first spring days when the bucket flooded with milk. So many long-haired Achaeans swarmed across the plain to confront the Trojan, fired to smash their lines. The armies, grouping now as seasoned goatherders, split their wide-ranging flocks into packs with ease when herds have mixed together down the pasture. So the captains formed their tight platoons, detaching right and left, moving up for action, and there in the midst strode powerful Agamemnon, eyes and head like Zeus, who loves the lightning, great in the girth, like Ares, god of battles, broad through the chest like sea lord Poseidon, like a bull rising ahead and shoulders over the herds, a royal bull reigning over his flocks of driven cattle. So imposing was Atreus' son. So Zeus made him that day, towering over fighters, looming over armies. Sing to me now, you Muses, who hold the halls of Olympus. You are goddess, you are everywhere, you know all things, all we hear is the distant ring of glory. You know nothing, we know nothing. Who were the captains of Achaea? Who were the kings? The mass of troops I could never name, not even if I had 10 tongues and 10 mouths, a tireless voice and the heart inside me bronze. Never unless you, Muses of Olympus, daughters of Zeus, whose shield is rolling thunder, sing in memory, all who gathered under Troy. Now I can only tell the lords of the ships in all their numbers. First came the Belgian units led by Latius and Peneleus. Arcesilas and Protheona and Clonius shared command of the armed men who lived in Hera, rocky Aulis, Stroniums, Scolus and Aetionus, spurred with heels, Thespia and Grea, the dancing rings of Mycalus, men who lived around Hamar, Elysian and Erythra, and those who settled Ilion, Hyla and Petion, Ocali, Medion's fortress, walled and strong, Copia, Eutrices, and Thisbe, thronged with doves, fighters from Corone, Haliartas, deep in the meadows, and the man who held Plataea and lived in Galisus, man who held the rough-hewn gates of lower Thebes, Alcestis the holy, Poseidon's sun-filled grove, man from the town of Arni green with vineyards, Media and sacred Nisa, and they dawn on the marches. 50 ships came frightened. With these contingents, 120 young Boeotians, manning each. That man who lived in Aspledon, Orchomenos of the Melians, fighters led by Ascalaphus and Iomenus, son of Ares, whom Astyoche bore in Actor, son of Azus, house when the shy young girl, climbing into the upper rooms, made love with the god of war in secret, shared his strength in her 2 sons' command, sailed 30 long curved ships. The Shadows and Epistrophus led the man of forces, 2 sons of Iphitus, that great heart, Nobolus' son, the man who held Cypressus and Pathos, high crags, the hollowed earth of Crisa, Dulis, and Panopeus, man who dwelt around Anamaria, round Hiampolis, man who lived along the Cephisus, glinting waters, man who held Lilia, close to the river's well springs, laden with all their ranks, came 40 long black ships, and the Phocian captains ranged them column by column, manning stations along the Boeotians' left flank. Next, the Locrians, led by racing Ajax, son of Oilus, little Ajax, a far cry from the size of Telamonian Ajax, a smaller man but trim in his knit-tight linen corselet. He outthrew all Hellenes, all Achaeans with his spear. He led the men who lived in Oppius, Sinus, Calliorus, Bessa, and Scaphi, the delightful town of Argia, Taphi and Thronian, down the Bulgarus river. In Oilean Ajax' charge come 40 long black ships. Lycrians live across the straits from Sacrosanct Euboea. So I'm going to stop here for this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.